This is a really personal topic for me and something I feel I finally found clarity on. I'm sharing it with the hope that it helps you understand what your overthinking is telling you and how to move forward. If you're constantly overthinking and feeling stuck when it's time to act, whether it's something career related, a relationship, starting a side hustle, whatever it is, this video is for you. Because when you're stuck like this, there are two possibilities. Either fear is holding you back, or you're chasing a goal that isn't aligned with you, or what I call misalignment. And most of us don't know which one it is. So we keep overthinking, we stay frozen, we are paralyzed, and we don't take action. In this video, I'll walk you through what misalignment actually feels like, how it's different from fear, and what to do when you finally have clarity. Because once you know why you're stuck, moving forward becomes a lot simpler. Let's get started. So misalignment doesn't feel very dramatic. It's not like, I hate this. Misalignment just feels heavy. It feels like a drag. So every time you want to show up for something, something in you is resisting it. And that resistance kind of stays with you all the time. And it keeps spiraling thoughts in you. So you can do the thing. It's not about competence. It's just that you don't want to, and you find yourself questioning whether you should or not all the time. That's usually the first sign. For me, this showed up when I started a startup a couple of years ago. It genuinely began with a lot of inspiration, curiosity, and wonder. And I loved the early phase, exploring ideas, building, talking to users, getting your first set of users that love your product. But once I got my first set of users, my mind shifted to scaling, something that I should be doing if the startup were to be successful, right? For me, slowly over time, it became more and more of a drag to show up at work. I began questioning whether this is really for me. And work-wise, I was actually doing everything I did in my previous jobs. And honestly, I was very good at it. That wasn't the issue. But the work was draining me. And I couldn't understand why. Why did I start this, if only to feel drained showing up for it? It didn't make any sense to me. And so I did what most people in my position would do, which is I kept forcing myself to show up, thinking something was probably wrong with my motivation or discipline, and thinking once this takes off, I'll probably be more motivated. But what I didn't realize back then was this. Every time we show up, there has to be alignment between intent and action. It can't just be forced pushing through every single time. Not just forced powering through. Even if getting yourself to do the action is forced, once you show up, there should be an engaged, intentful presence. And most certainly, we should feel aligned after taking the action. And for me, that was fully missing. Somewhere along the way, I lost that. I was misaligned. And the clarity I finally found is this. What I was really seeking was play, wonder, following my curiosity in a very unbounded way, without the external pressure of making it or paying my bills or making it a big success. Because when that shift happened, I lost interest. So that's how the startup was born, with curiosity and wonder. But slowly, it turned into what I should be doing, and then it became completely draining. I should set up a marketing funnel. I should set up email sequences. I should post more consistently. I should be doing this if this were a real startup. That was all the overthinking that was happening in my mind the entire time. And yet, it was stopping me from taking any action. And that's exactly why I had left my previous jobs. I was great at that work too. I got great results for the company, for myself, but my heart was just not in it. And to be clear, it's not that I don't want to earn or I don't want to be successful in monetary terms. It's just that I didn't start the startup for that. I actually started the startup to play and to follow my curiosity authentically and without any bounds. The issue was that I was trying to force two very different goals, monetary success and play, in the same startup. And that's where things got very messy. That created the misalignment. And to be honest, it's from this clarity, and amongst others that I discovered through journaling, which I'll get to, is how I discovered the inner lab. And that's how I started sharing my experiences and observations on YouTube and on Substack. This is my unbounded play. My heart seeks to play, and I'm going to protect my play because now I know what it's all about. This is a place where I explore, observe, and share what I'm seeing about how life actually works. And I love it. So let's shift gears and understand what fear feels like. Fear and misalignment can feel very similar, and both can give long spirals of overthinking, anxiety, and feelings of stuckness. And not confusing the two is very, very important, because when it's fear, it's usually a go, whereas when it's misalignment, it's usually a pause and reset. With fear, you still want the goal. You still want to do the thing. What you're really afraid of is the uncertainty behind it. And it usually shows up right at the time you're about to take action. It feels like nerves, it feels like anxiety. You can call it different names, but the core emotion is fear. You want to do it, but you're just afraid of how it will turn out and how you will look in other people's eyes. So this is really important to know, because when it's fear, it's a very important driver to make space for it and still grow from it. Still pursue your goals and still show up and take action. Here's the cleanest distinction I've noticed. If you truly want to do something, but you're afraid to take the first step or any step, or you're just, every time you're about to show up, you feel stressed or nervous, that's fear. But if you're constantly questioning whether what I'm doing really makes sense, whether it's really for me, and it's not just when you're about to show up, but it's sort of nudging at you all day long, that's likely misalignment. Often it's because how we show up no longer matches our goal. You started something for one reason, but now you're expecting it to fulfill multiple things. Or you started this because that's what success looks like socially. That's what other people think you want, but that's not necessarily what you want. That's also misalignment. And somewhere along the way, you realize that that's not actually what you want. So what has helped me tremendously is journaling. I've journaled on and off for years, quite inconsistently, but this is the first time that I have been consistent and the first time that I got such strong clarity from it. Because the answer to whether what's stopping you is fear or misalignment can only come from you. It can't come from anyone else. And so we have to take the time to get to know ourselves better. So here's how I use journaling, and here's what I recommend you do to get clarity. Journal every time you get a positive or especially a negative feeling. So this can be in the form of a small notebook that you keep with you all the time. Or what I do is I use my iPhone notes, because I have my phone with me all the time. It doesn't matter what medium you use, as long as you use it to empty your cup. Which brings me to my second point, which is whenever you journal, empty your cup. Just let out a whole free flow of thoughts with no judgment, with no limits, no bound. You don't even have to read it. It doesn't have to sound sensible or even grammatically correct. It's for nobody's eyes, not even yours. It just needs to feel like a release. You need to empty your cup before you can receive more of what you actually want to do. You need to empty your cup so that you can listen to what you actually want to do. We need to clear the noise. We need to let the muddy waters settle so you can see clearly. So once you feel like your cup is empty, you're done venting out on your notebook or in your iPhone notes, then the next step is to ask yourself this question. What is it that I really want? And specifically, if everything I was afraid of is taken care of, what would I do? Or what do I want to do? This question has been a game changer for me, and I've come back to it again and again almost every single time I journal, because it gives me the reassurance and clarity that I seek. And what surprised me the most is how different the answers were to what I thought I wanted. Our minds are shaped tremendously by our past experiences, our families, our peers, society, and what everyone considers as a success or meaningful goals. Sometimes that's actually not what you want. Or maybe you want that, but in a different way. And there's no way of knowing unless you get to know yourself very well. And the best way to do that is to empty all the noise, empty all those venting thoughts, so you can actually hear yourself and get to know yourself and what you really want. For me, certain things became non-negotiable. I wanted to be present with my kids and spend quality, unhurried time with them, something that I couldn't really do when I was in a hustly job. I want to sleep well, I want to meditate, I want to move my body, I want to notice the small miracles happening all around me and just be able to appreciate them. And most importantly, I want to love what I do. I want to spend every waking hour doing something that thrills me. I want to play and I want to follow my curiosity. And for a long time, something inside me was blocking that and not giving me permission to do that. And until I journaled and consistently reassured myself that this is what I wanted, I actually didn't even know I wanted it. I spent over a decade in hustle culture, and my goals were always, okay, become a CEO, start a startup, grow a huge monetary success, grow wealth. And of course it made sense because I was also good at it in the sense that I was getting promoted. I was getting better and better jobs. I was on the path of getting that socially accepted success, but still feeling empty and still feeling heavy inside. And until I could decipher all this, I was just stuck. And now through journaling, I finally saw what I'm passionate about. I'm deeply curious about how the universe works, how our human minds work, how we create reality around us. And these are things that I've never explored before or given myself time and permission to do so freely. And now I'm able to do that because I've realized that that's actually what I want to do. So I've made time for my play. And that's actually why I started this channel as well. So if you're still here, thank you for watching so far. I appreciate it. And I don't know if I would have found this clarity had I not been journaling, but over time, even you'll see that the universe has some interesting ways of letting you know. So maybe another path would have led me to this. Who knows? So once you have clarity, the next thing to do is to take action. Now, whether you know it's misalignment or whether it's fear, you know what you need to do. If it's misalignment, we need to pause and reset. And if it's fear, we need to override that fear or at least make space for it and keep going. For me, that meant giving space to play. And it also meant separating my money goals from play and not mixing the two, which is what I was doing earlier. So now I can earn doing what I was good at, but not expecting that to fulfill my higher purpose. And on the other hand, I can also play and enjoy and just go unbounded towards whatever pulls at my curiosity without expecting income or success from it. There are clear boundaries, and it's just calmed my nerves down and calmed my thinking mind down. If the issue is fear, that's actually a good thing. Fear is always there whenever you want to make progress or whenever you want to grow. It's always going to be a companion. And then it's more about showing up despite your fear and not letting your mind give you 1,000 reasons not to show up for something. And there's actually a very systematic, practical way to do this, which I call the no choice plan. And I covered this deeply in my other video that is linked here, I think. But basically, if you don't give your mind a choice to convince you not to take action, no matter how you feel, there is a way to show up. And the more you show up towards what is important for you and your goals, eventually the feelings of fear will be replaced by the feelings you feel post-action, which is feelings of alignment and positivity and self-trust. And that's how this transformation happens from the old operating system of who you were to the new operating system. If you want a free step-by-step guide on how you can move past your fear without letting it hijack you, check out the No Choice Plan linked in the description below. It's completely free and it's helped me tremendously, and I hope it helps you too. Thank you for watching if you're still here. I hope this gave you clarity about why you feel stuck. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with us. We have to just understand our feelings a bit better, diagnose them, and then move forward with more clarity. And I hope this video helps you do just that. If this resonated, consider subscribing. I share weekly videos about how to get unstuck and about how this magical universe works and our place in it, amongst other things, and how we can live more joyfully and vibrantly. Have a wonderful day.